You just asked ChatGPT to write your resume, and it came back with experience at companies that don't exist. Here's the brutal truth. 99% of people using AI are doing it completely wrong. They're typing random requests like they're texting their best friend, wondering why they get garbage outputs, while a small group uses the exact same tools to build businesses and automate entire workflows. The difference? 4 fundamental principles that most people have never heard of. In the next few minutes, I'm revealing exactly what separates AI masters from AI disasters. 1. The garbage in, garbage out principle. So here's the thing no one will tell you about AI. It is not mind-reading technology. It is just a pattern-matching machine that can only do what you feed it on. By typing in a blog post about fitness, you are actually going to a world-class restaurant and asking the chef to make you food. The AI would never be able to tell whether you desire a blog article that would suit only beginners or professional and elite sports people. It does not know whether you would like it to sound in a casual, conversational way or scientific and authoritative. It completely does not know how long you should be, which particular issues you should solve, and what exactly you want the readers to do. So that is the most generic, vanilla content it can serve up to you, the AI version of plain toast. But here is where it becomes interesting. Once you realize it is responding to specificity like a heat-seeking missile, everything becomes different. You get, write 1,200 words on a blog post about fitness, instead of write me a blog post about fitness. Write in a conversational, motivational tone and list 3 particular exercises that they can perform at home, without any equipment. Close by, inviting people to download a complimentary workout tracker. Same AI. Altogether another universe of outcomes. This is just a common sense notion. Output goes directly along with input. The smaller the input, the lower the output. The larger the input, the higher the output. The majority are basically treating AI with junk food and wanting 4-course dinners. The 1% who achieve fantastic outcomes have learned to be surgical about what their desires are. This is applicable to all things, whether you are creating images, coding, generating some marketing copy, or making some data analysis. General inputs give general outputs. Specificity takes a detailed input to output near magical results. 2. AI doesn't think, it predicts. It is this myth that ruins the results of AI for most people. You believe that you are communicating with a hyper-intelligent creature and one that can read between the lines and gets the context. Factually, you are talking to a complex prediction machine that is making educated guesses about which words follow based on examples it picked up by being fed billions of text problems. Knowing this alters everything in the way you behave with AI. When ChatGPT gives an answer, it does not actually think of your dilemma and carefully develops a considered solution. It is guessing word by word what can best follow what has come before on the basis of similar conversations with which it was trained. It does this guessing game very well, but this is still merely prediction. This is the reason why AI sometimes can hallucinate, producing information that boldly sounds but actually is entirely inaccurate. It is neither lying nor malfunctioning, but it is just your guess at what words usually come next in similar situations, though those words are not necessarily reflecting the reality. When you begin to understand this, then you will speak to AI in an entirely different way. You do not expect it to figure things out and solve complex issues. You simplify everything into easy-to-follow steps. You give a full context rather than waiting on it to see what you might suggest in the implied context. You even begin fact-checking everything, more so when AI provides you with particular statements, numbers, or technical data. The subset of 1% of users who experience consistent good results treat AI as a very bright but very erratic assistant, amazing at coming up with ideas and content, but needs human mediation to ensure accuracy and quality assurance. This is not a drawback that can be bypassed. This is functionality to use. As soon as you learn how AI predicts, then you are able to shape your prompts to predict in the particular direction that you desire. 3. Context is king. This is one secret that makes a difference between an AI novice and an expert. Context matters more than the request itself. When presented with only one question, most individuals plan to just throw the question into ChatGPT and hopefully expect flawless outcomes. The professionals are establishing the setting as though it is getting ready to shoot a scene in a movie. With your rich context, AI would be able to do far superior predictions regarding what you may in fact want. The question is not, how do I get more traffic to my website? The experts are saying, I have a local bakery site and receive 200 visits per month. The majority come as a result of Google searches of the term birthday cakes near me. My target market is parents who arrange children's parties as well as those who order celebration cakes. I have access to a monthly marketing budget of $500. I am not a novice in social media but have none of the SEO experience. The biggest competitor I have is a chain bakery which acts as the dominant local search. What can I do to get more traffic to my site? Compared with the difference. The second prompt provides AI with a whole picture to add to. It is aware of your industry, situation, target, budget, level of skills, and competitive environment. Now, it can foresee reactions that are really pertinent to your circumstance. Context also implies the existence of a role of AI. You query it to pretend to be an experienced digital marketing consultant whose background is assisting small local businesses to compete with large chains instead of seeking its feedback on some marketing issue. It is all of a sudden that the AI predictions are seen through the lens of that particular expertise. Most sophisticated users develop context over a series of messages and chat with AI instead of making single requests. They give background information, explain what they are striving to achieve, make feedback about early results, and keep improving results. They are not yet engaging AI as a search engine. They are engaging it as a collaborative partner. This context-building approach is why some people can get AI to produce work that seems almost human level, while others struggle to get basic, usable outputs from the exact same tools. 4. The iteration game. It is the biggest trap of a beginner. They believe that on the first attempt, AI would not make a mistake. They enter one prompt and get a mediocre response and feel that AI is not that useful. In the meantime, the professionals are considering AI as an interactive creative process of going back and forth until they find precisely what they require. Users of AI that are professional never accept the best output at the first time. It is the basis of refinement that they use. They can say, "This is good. I would just make it more conversational," or "I would keep the structure the same, but address it to level 0 learners," or increase 3 and give more concrete examples. The enchantment occurs in the replication. Every feedback loop would make the AI learn about your taste more and hone its predictions. You begin with a generic first draft, then gradually make it customized to your specific needs. AI is further employed by the smart users to criticize their work. They will say, "What are the market weaknesses in this response?" Or "What outstanding points may be omitted?" Or "How can this better be written to my target audience?" This makes AI a creator and an editor which catches the problems and updates them. Prompt engineering itself is a subject of the game. Rather than attempt to make the perfect prompt, the professionals begin with a simple prompt, then get a response, then iterate on the process dependent upon the response. They are continual testers of what is and what is not applicable to them in particular scenarios. It is this iterative thinking that makes AI more than a one-time utility. Instead, it becomes an excellent creative assistant. Individuals who are achieving some astonishing results at prompting are not more skilled at the activity, they are simply more observant of the development process. All these 4 principles, namely specificity in inputs, and AI as a prediction, creating rich context, and iteration distinguish the AI masters and the AI struggle. Whereas 99% of the world continues to type random questions and cross their fingers in anticipation of magic, you now know how to speak the language of AI. The AI revolution is already here with us. The only question is, will you be one of the select few to really understand how to utilize it, or one of the many not really knowing why everybody else seems to be getting such better results? Implement these principles now, and you will be able to notice the difference immediately in your AI outputs. The instruments remain the same ones, however, your perception of their usage just drastically altered.